been a month or longer since I've done a political post on this YouTube channel. This is Unscripted Prrotter on Politics. It's been a month. Work's been busy. It's August 4th, 2024, and I'm commenting on first Middle East events, Iran, and Israel. So this week was a week of escalation in the ongoing conflict between Iran and Israel. The current chapter of it opened in Gaza on October 7th while I was in Israel. Hamas is funded completely by Iran. Every death that has happened in Israel and in Gaza is squarely on the fault and on the doorstep of Iran, because Iran financed it. Iran made it possible. Hamas specifically, yes, but it was Iran versus Israel. The escalation that started on October 8th from Hezbollah was funded and completely authorized and completely planned and completely approved by Iran. And the Biden administration and the Harris administration policies on the Middle East and trying not to provoke Iran because they feel will hurt their election prospects is both idiotic and not well founded in fact. The fact is that Iran is making war against the United States. Israel is the first step on that road, and to ignore it is to simply ask for trouble, to simply put down the road what could have been a defining moment for Joe Biden. It could have been 1944, and Joe Biden was Roosevelt. I didn't realize how much that was until he had a debate on June 27th, melted down and showed he was not fit for office any longer. But that's another video. This video is about Iran and Israel. Iran this week. On July 31st, in a 12-hour span, 2 people were killed by Israel, one of which Israel took credit for. The first one was the Hezbollah leader, Fuad Shakur, in Beirut. He was killed in an apartment and a residence in Beirut, a major escalation. What was he guilty of? He was guilty of the murder of 12 innocent young Druze in Golan Heights near the border with Syria when an Iranian missile attacked a soccer field. 12 people killed, dozens wounded. He was the planner of that attack. And he is a veteran. He was 62 years old. And he was also guilty of the murder of 241 United States Marines in Beirut in October of 1983. 1983 to 2024, that's a long career as a terrorist, this man. He earned it. He deserved to be sent to God to explain his sins, and the killing was completely justified. He was a butcherer and a massacrer. Ismail Haniyeh was a definite message to Iran, a very sharp message that you should listen very carefully to. Ismail Haniyeh was a target of Israel for many years. We unofficially, not attributed by the government of Israel, he was killed in his residence in Tehran, Iran, which was in the presidential compound, the equivalent would be like taking him out in the Rose Garden of the U.S. White House. This was a message to Iran, and their leadership is in panic. The message is very clear. You keep messing with Israel, you keep making war against Israel, we can wipe you out. We can decapitate your government in a single strike. That's what Israel just said to Iran, and they should take heed. Because nobody wants war in the Middle East, but Iran seems to feel they're immune and they can attack Jews and they can attack Americans and then there's no consequences. Well, there was consequences on July 31st in Beirut and in the presidential compound of Tehran. I hope the government of Iran takes note and thinks long and hard before they make retaliation, because, again, Israel showed a very clear capability that they should consider existential. What happens during the next government protest if Israel decides to stop the nuclear program of Iran to decapitate the government? Well, they showed the Iranian government, we can decapitate your government anytime we want. So, that's the opinion of the day. I say, good riddance. Iran is a danger to the world, it's a danger to Israel, and it's going to have to be dealt with eventually. So, Iran, if you want to continue walking this earth and you want to continue having your Islamic revolutionary government and your Houthi rebels and all these other proxy armies, you better think about your own survival because Israel showed they can reach out and touch you. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, make comments, spread the word, send it to other people. I've got 3 subscribers right now, one of which is a guy I know at work, and one of which is my mother. These opinions are mainstream, and I think they're valuable. Please spread the word.